Jason's going to spin it and spin Wortley with him.
And a oh no! Oh, trouble for Powell! He spins it! The crash, the big one! And here comes Super One.
To the inside, they're 3x3! That looks for turn 3.
Oh
no, he moved up! Oh no! And here comes Mark! Looks for the crossover! Gonna move behind, can't do it!
Checkered flag! Tyler Mallon wins at Atlanta! Online Racing Network proudly presents NACOS as we get set to go for the 5th race on the season for the CMR Lottery 666 here from Montreal. So we get set to go here. Yet another Canadian road course, and after what we saw at CTMP, we can probably expect the unexpected. Get those tow trucks. Let's try it again. Let's get those tow trucks ready in turn 1, especially on the opening lap, because we may need them and might find them quite resourceful. So here we are once again. Jacob Hitz, Trace Ryder here with you for the call for now. Rusty Walrus has said he might pop in. Had something come up. We'll see if he comes in at any point in this race, because it'll probably be a lengthy one, probably about an hour. No radio style here this week at a road course. We're just going good old classic commentary. And Trace, we'll start with you after what we saw at CTMP. Interesting. We didn't expect many or any cautions, and we got 4. How do you think things are going to look on this racetrack? Let's put it that way.
Oh, I think turn 1's going to be a freaking nightmare.
Okay.
Especially after they drop the green flag. That left and then the long sweeping right turn for turn 2, right off the start is going to be a disaster. I expect it to be a disaster, which means now that I've said that, it will not be one. As we saw in preseason testing and things, if you don't hit the brakes, you're going to take out the field. Yeah, that indeed did happen. So I would say turn 1 is your biggest watch so far, and the last chicane with the Wall of Champions.
Now, do you think these guys are going to take it easy on this first corner? Are they going to just throw the elbows up and go for everything they got in the first corner? If they all wreck, we'll have a restart, but I don't think people want to push their luck on that.
No, I don't. I think that the experienced ones will try to hold back. It's the inexperienced and anxious ones who are trying to prove themselves that might make the mistakes there and get themselves into trouble.
There you see the NACOS entry list for today's race. 16 drivers are here and ready to go. We had 17. Hunter B had to make an early exit. So Jordan McGraw, Ethan Head, Tyler Mallon, Andres Molina. There goes Pantalica spinning, Cody H Gaming, Alexander Gonzalez, Ryan Karp, Austin Delgado, Pan, he's the pole sitter. Darren Ingram the second, Mr. Benjamin Easterday, Tommy Bordeaux, David Alvarez, Davey Hazard, the guy that doesn't finish worse than second ever. Drive through, and then Roger Ray rounds up the field. No mech, and I think the rule is if mech doesn't show up, the world is ending. So, this could be our last broadcast.
Yeah, we had a good run.
But,
we had a good go with it.
We wish them the best and hope to see them next week, as well as all the other drivers that won't be here. I think we are being told that one Mr. Michael Cozy Jr. will be here next week at Autodrome Chaudière, and we might also see that guy that owns one shoe, that Cosmin Iona shoe guy. He might be here next week to try and reclaim his title as being master of Autodrome Chaudière.
Yeah, he dominated there last year. That race was no fun. I was in that one. I think it was the beginning of the end of my NACOS career as a competitor, full-time competitor, was that race. As Cosmin came out of the gate and just didn't let up.
I mean, he led all 200 of the 200 laps that were up for grabs. And dear God, if he does that again this next week, it better not be on the schedule next season. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I know. We're wrapping up happy hour right now. Roger Ray leads in happy hour with 1:42.899. Pantalica is second with 1:43.597. Slower than what these guys were running in qualifying.
Yeah, speaking of qualifying, somebody got Davey Hazard off the pole. That one man.
It's a miracle. Hazard isn't starting first; he's starting second. So I guess more the usual.
That would be one Pan Rutherford Talica. He in this awful BWT pink machine.
Yeah.
He'll ride on the pole, and then Davey Hazard has never finished worse than second.
Ever.
Start second.
Yeah.
So.
Quick, let's run through the racetrack facts because I forgot these existed.
Oh, right. We're at the track Circuit Javilla. We're 14 turns, 2.71 miles. Our pit speed's 41, and our average fuel mileage is 37 laps. 15 turns here. 2 hairpins, 4 chicanes, and 2 long straights. That long straight into the final chicane with the Wall of Champions is going to be interesting. A lot of speed. With F1 cars, turns 14 to 15 are great. With slow stock cars to slow down that much to hit that chicane and then have to accelerate again, it's going to be interesting for sure.
I'm sorry, 14 and 15?
Does that not turn 14 and 15?
I have 14 turns on 2 different screens in front of me.
All right, well, 14 then.
That's why I'm like, hold on a second.
It listed as 2 separate turns, 14 and 15. So,
well, no, it shows the chicane is 13 and 14, so I'm trying to figure out where it adds a...
well, it doesn't... It counts turn 1 as that right-hander into the left-hander?
No.
On this map, that's not right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the map that I'm looking at, turn 1 is a turn, not just a little curve. So we have to go a full lap around this racetrack.
So we'll get to talk about the whole track as we go around.
And we'll get to run through the field since there are 16 drivers. It's not like we're at Chaudière where we'll get through the top 4. Here's the command.
Engines.
Hey, take us away.
Settle in, relax,
Let's see who's where, and let's do it.
Maybe prep the stretch a little bit. Starting on the pole in the 46 is the 1 Pan Rutherford Talica, and the 46 Davey Hazard starting outside of him in the 75 has not finished worse than second.
Oh, got it. Never mind. I'm stupid.
Tommy Bordeaux, last week's winner. I think no, he didn't win last week. He was second place last week in the 57. Dominated a lot. We'll start third. Austin Delgado, the quiet one of the group. You don't hear him called much, but he's always competitive, and I would hope that he doesn't get taken out multiple times this week and has a chance. Roger Ray will start 5th in the 84. Then outside of him, it will be the Ben Crazy in the 53. Last year's champion. Not had a strong showing so far. Solid showing, not strong. Tyler Mallon will start 7th in the 18. And then outside of him will be Devin Ingram in the 48. Jordan McGraw will start 9th in the 15. And outside of him, rounding out the top 10 is the 77 of 1 drive-through. Then 11th, we have Andres Molina in the 22. Outside him, Anthony Gonzalez in the 36. Cody H. Gaming, staple, fan favorite, most popular driver in NACOS, will start 13th in the 28th. Ryan Karp in the 37 will be 14th. Ethan Head will start 15th, and David Alvarez, who does not qualify for these races, will start 16th outside of him.
Well, you almost had it perfect.
Did I? Aw.
Devin Ingram is actually Darren Ingram.
I'm sorry,
That's
Darren,
the one thing that I was like, wait, hold on.
I apologize. That's on me. That one's on me.
Can't win them all, right?
Yeah, well.
And that won't be the last time that either of us screw up, so don't worry about it.
I think Devin Ingram might be a football player. I don't know.
Well, that's what I was like, name's familiar, not the guy driving the 48 this week.
My bad, Darren. I apologize. I will fix that and do better.
So, 14 turns around this racetrack. I don't know what turn we're in now. I think we're coming out of turn 9 and getting ready to head down to the hairpin of turn 10. Big passing zone coming up.
Oh, absolutely. This hairpin can be treacherous as well. You're carrying a left-hander, and then you have to catch your brakes, and then pull into this really tight hairpin turn. And if you botch your entry, there's one of two things. If you're on the inside, you're going to take out whoever's outside of you. If there's nobody around you, you're going to slide into the runoff and look like an idiot. And if you're on the outside, you're just going to look like an idiot because you slid off the track.
And I've never supported deforestation until this moment. There are way too many trees here at Montreal, and TV1 is the only camera angle that pretty much doesn't get interrupted throughout this racetrack. This is why I wish we had iRacing. Anyways, coming down the long casino straight.
This is where you're going to see some craziness because stock cars are not built like F1 cars. They can't stop on a dime and carry a ton of speed through the chicane, so they're going to have to slow down a lot. So now it's going to be about who's got the bigger balls when they're trying to make passes heading into this turn. So, interested to see what happens here in turn 1.
Yeah. All right, so the pace car
is going to do this really cool thing where he turns right and they go whoop.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go straight, but I guess that'd be too easy. They come through the chicane, getting ready for the green flag, and the 5th round of NACOS. Back north of the border, we're in Montreal, Canada, and the green flag is in the air. We're underway at Montreal.
And in through the first kink down to turn 1. Pantalic on the inside is going to take the advantage into turn 1. Try to carry that into turn 2.
Locked it up.
Oh, they're side by side. He
And
locked up.
Oh, there they go.
Hazard or there's
More
two people
trouble.
around.
Big crash. Molina, Gonzalez, drive-throughs around. Darren Ingram. It's a parking lot in turn number 2, and we get a restart.
Yep, that's going to be a fat restart. So now we can talk about the track when we go around this time.
Yeah, well, they almost made it. Austin Delgado got run into the back of, I believe, by Ben Easterday, and then everybody stacked up from there.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah.
Well, everybody just take your time.
Second verse, a little bit louder, and hopefully not worse.
So just take time and forget the last 3 minutes of your life.
And we get to go back around this racetrack again. Whoever turned full pace lap on, I despise you. I don't know whether it was Ben or it was drive-through. One of them did it.
I believe Ben is the server host, so...
Well, he's the server host, but drive-through also does change the settings before he puts the server forward. So it could have been something that was missed. I don't know. It makes sense to have full pace lap on for the short tracks, not the road courses.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right, there's your command for the second time tonight. Good thing he didn't leave yet. So let's talk about this racetrack here, Trace. What do we got headed through fake turn 1 and then real turn 1?
Well, fake turn 1 is just a slight right-hander that leads into the tight left-hand turn of turn 1, into the long sweeping right hand of turn 2. That combination is one of the most fun to drive on an F1 game, if I might add that myself. Because if you hit it right, you carry a lot of speed through it. Where you're going to see some potential issues as well, not just turns 1 and 2. You're going to see it in turns 3 and 4 as well. It is a quick downhill chicane that we saw the famous Sebastian Vettel goof that slid across the grass there. So you could expect to see some people, if they're battling, might make some mistakes.
And this next chicane, it's a carbon copy, but farther on down the road, and you're going to see the same mistakes here.
Yeah, we can actually talk about it as I go through it. So here we are going into turns 3 and 4. Well, in actual Montreal, it's a downhill chicane, but in this one, it's flat. Whatever. And then you got a little bit of a kink there. That's turn 5.
No, that was
this long. That's like another sweeping right-hand turn. Not as sweeping as 3, but then you head into the braking zone for turn 6. Turn 6 is left.
Are you watching through NR or through stream or what?
Oh, am I behind? I'm probably behind.
You're behind because we're headed for turn 8 right now.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm way behind.
Yeah,
okay.
We're in turn 8. That's why I was like, no, wait a second, this doesn't sound right.
So we had tactical difficulties on the green flag, tactical difficulties in the booth. Now we just got to see the pace car blow the engine, and we're fine. Where are we at? We're heading towards turn.
We're headed for the hairpin now.
All right, cool. All right, I'm caught up now. All right, so into turn 10. Turn 10 is the hairpin. Well, I've said everything that can really be said about the hairpin.
Yeah, I mean it's a tight corner. People are going to probably go wide.
Slow motion parade through. Yeah, you want to catch the apex of the turn and carry more speed through. You might see more drivers go wide on in and tight out. But I guess we're going to see how the race develops.
And now down the I call it the drag strip, for goodness sake.
I mean, it is a drag strip.
The casino straight here at Montreal, and it's just...
You get a lot of speed, and it really rattles your teeth. And you pull into...
Doesn't
Go
fit the rest. It doesn't fit the rest of the racetrack, really.
No,
I mean,
I feel like they got tired of
everything
putting
else is
chicane.
just chicane, 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 chicane. Then you get this long, giant straightaway, and then another tight chicane.
I think they got tired of putting chicanes in, so they just put this long straight in here.
Well, maybe.
The Wall of Champions, made famous by F1. So pace cars have pulled left. The Wall of Champions is right. They're passing it right now. It is the
They're
outside
cutting
of
the chicane. Good lord, guys!
What are you doing? Pan Rutherford Talica.
Everybody on the inside line went and cut it. Take 2 at Montreal. Green flags in the air. We're underway,
And let's everybody hold on to your butts.
and they're 3 wide again. Well, maybe not again, but they're 3 wide.
Hazard got a great jump. He's gonna
Oh
take the
boy, here we go. Look out.
hands loose. Hang on to it, boys. Jocelyn for
Oh,
turns two.
Malin, spinner, Gonzalez keeps it out of the way. Everybody's rolling. We should remain green. It's a gaggle second on back.
Davey Hazard's going to take the lead through 3 and 4. Pantalica underneath of Delgado for second, and here comes Tommy Bordeaux looking for that third spot.
They were all sideways there coming out of turn 4.
And it's a little slippery around here.
Yeah. Here's 6 and 7.
Darren Ingram in the 48. Looking pretty strong in the start as well. Haven't said much of his name throughout the series so far.
And how about drive-through? He started 10th, and he's gained, I think, 3 or 4 spots, and he has had the worst luck I've ever seen in NACOS this season. I mean, talk about first to worst. It's been rough. Car off. It's Bordeaux.
What happened here?
Tommy. He slid it into turn 9 and then went rally crossing. There's a ditch there in the inner part of that course and clobbered it. Here they come through the hairpin. Everybody makes it, it looks like. At least with their fenders on. And Davey Hazard, per usual, is gone.
For now.
Yeah, that's true. There's still a long way to go, and somehow it looks like we're going to be able to complete a lap. We'll see if I jinx it here going into the chicane.
And I have to say, Austin Delgado is hunting down Pan in that spot.
Drive through, slid it through that final corner. Might have even cut that chicane. He gets passed by Roger and by Tyler Mallon. And they're back to turn 1. Everybody made it.
The battle is heating up for second place out of turn 2 as Austin Delgado was on the bumper of Pan as they entered the turn. Didn't get a good exit. He's going to have to close the gap again. Ben Easterday, out of harm's way for the time being, in that 4th slot. And kudos to Darren Ingram in 5th. And it is Roger Ray, and drive-through is inside of Mallon for 6th.
Well, Mallon's trying to pass him. Drive-through's not willing to leave him some room. Slides into him. What a save by Mallon. And here comes Bordeaux. He locks it up and punts Mallon in turn 6. Everybody gets out of the way. Bordeaux comes to a stop because he feels bad. Mallon gets going. Bordeaux continues to lose spots and they go off the road right in front of Gonzalez, and he almost murdered him. What happened to Ingram? He just lost it. Or McGraw. Just lost it.
And then tried to back up into traffic. What is he doing?
Scariest moment of my life right there. Everybody's rolling. We remain green. Big crash. Cody H. Gaming's around.
Oh, we're under yellow now. Yeah. Oh, God.
Turn 9. He went rally crossing and was stopped right in front of everybody. Yep.
Everybody
And
is
that's
slowed
what
down.
it was. Turn 9 brought out the caution. Gonzalez was stopped. Bordeaux went rally crossing. I'm not sure what the caution was for, but it came out. I'm assuming it was for that. And we have a caution after a lap and a half, a wild second lap after a relatively tame first lap.
Yeah, this actually could work out for them. They could open the pits right now if everybody can catch up. And
They should be able to. Farthest one behind is McGraw, and he is on that straightaway. He's on the casino straight. So everybody will be caught up by the time they get to the braking zone right now.
Yeah, I would assume that they're going to open the pits this time. I don't think anybody will take it unless they're in the back of the pack. But they can open the pits
take a
now
look.
and green next time.
Pits are open. Any takers?
Nobody. I can see the
Drive
back.
through thought about it. Cody H. Gaming comes onto pit road. He was involved in that. Bordeaux comes onto pit road, as does Jordan McGraw.
Yeah, I figured that the cars towards the back and those involved in that spin are going to want fresh rubber. Get the flat spots off the tires.
Yeah. Hi, chat. How you doing?
Hey, chat. Went to
chat, also known as TS.
Yes. If you are in chat, please feel free to say hi. We will answer you as the race goes on. It looks like TS's pick for the win so far he wants Austin Delgado in the 39, running third. Take that win. I'd like to see that as well after he has not been able to redeem himself after he won at Canadian Tire. Did he win a Canadian Tire? Not this year, later before.
Last year, yes.
Yeah.
That was his lone start a season ago. He's made every start this season though in that 39, and
for tanking that win percentage to come out here and run NACOS.
Yeah, and he's been up and down. Last week at Thompson, he finished 9th. He was 3rd at Delaware, 7th at CTMP, finished 8th at the opener at Wyant Group Raceway in Saskatoon. So he's been all over the place this season, but we have seen him pretty consistently up in the top 5.
Yeah, and last week he was going to wind up with a top 5 finish, but got dumped.
Yep.
As the race came to a wound down, and just couldn't get it back and salvaged the top 10 out of it. But I'm sure he could have had a probably 4th, even 3rd, even. But,
Black flag, Tommy Bordeaux.
Yeah, there's going to be black flags coming out of the pits apparently.
I don't know what this is about. This was before he came onto pit road, though, so I'm presuming that this has something to do with him cutting a corner. In the aftermath of that crash, just trying to stay out of the way. That's my guess. Don't know if I'm right.
What are you doing, Tommy?
I think it was in his effort to avoid or
whatever
let Malin by after the crash. So we should get one to green here. She'll be able to double them up once we get out of the hairpin.
I wouldn't be surprised if
into
we
green.
off the back straight, the casino straight here, and just run it.
Yep.
This is I love watching Rush Hour Traffic Simulator.
Through the hairpin, through turn 10.
And so far, I think if Pan had gotten a better start, he might be leading this race right now.
Maybe. I mean, it's a tough spot, and I think he was more worried about maybe not killing somebody. Plus, Davey has that better line in turn 2. So,
and
now Pan has that line.
And Delgado got a great jump off that last restart and was starting to pressure Pan for second when the caution came out. So I wouldn't be surprised if Austin gets up there. I don't know if he's got the speed to keep up with Davey, but he could be a podium finisher here.
Coming down casino straight, doubled up, ready to go. All 16 drivers are still running. Nobody's out yet. Nobody's hit a tire barrier yet, but they've got
nobody's rolled it. We had 3 rolls last week. Come on, guys.
Yeah, really. Let's pick it up a bit. Here they come. Through the final chicane.
Past the wall of champions. Davey will have the call.
Here we go. Green flag. Gonzalez pokes out of line, pulls back in. Alvarez now out of line. Here they come down into turn number 1. Pan drives it in hard on the outside. Little wide. Davey clears him.
I think he was trying to set himself up for turn 2 and just missed.
Oh!
Oh, what happened?
Both sideways. And a crash. Alvarez around.
He's by himself. Should stay green here. They're side by side heading towards 3 and 4.
Oh, Molina in the wall.
Yeah, just hit the wall.
Oh, and Bordeaux's around into Molina. Turn 3, Calamity Corner. And we stay green.
And Ben Easterday has gotten around Austin Delgado. He's taken that 3rd slot.
And here comes Delgado right back on Easterday.
Yeah, Delgado not wanting to give up that spot too easy. He's going to take the draft off of Ben. He's probably going to look to the inside here. Not there. Not there. Not the move to make there. But
whoa, Roger! Turn 8 and 9 had to give it up. Couldn't keep the momentum on.
Oh, dangerous spot. And drive-through lurking about as well. Canadian in his home country. Almost said state, but they don't have state in Canada. As Darren underneath of Rogers. He's going to force him wide on the hairpin.
And I think drive-thru's going to look underneath as well. Too far back.
And it looks like he got under the gas a little bit too.
Whoa!
Oh, Darren did not get a good exit.
No, I think he might have lost a gear. I mean, that was It certainly looked like he may have blown one because he just stopped.
Drive-through trying to pull a side draft on him as they head down into turn 1.
Yeah, or turn 13, 14, you mean? Oh, there goes Ingram into the tires hard.
Oh, I think, well,
I'm telling you, I think he blew a gear and just decided to end it all right there. So Darren Ingram, toast.
We just witnessed a virtual death.
Yeah, that was awful.
Malin around Gonzalez, hunting down drive-through again.
4 laps complete. Ingram out of this one. He will finish last.
And Bordeaux not getting a huge lead, but he is starting to pull away from Pantalica, as I think 3rd and 4th are both starting to close in on that second place spot.
Wait, Bordeaux's leading?
Hazard. Dang, I get them backwards. I'm really off my game today.
57-75, can't win them all, right?
Well, I mean, if you're not talking about one, you're usually talking about the other. So.
Well, that's true.
And he's just hanging out back here with Jordan McGraw.
Yeah, he's way in the back.
Starting to single file up. Looks like the biggest battle we got going on right now is Delgado hunting back from that 3rd spot.
Oh, the camera angles are horrible.
We're heading towards the hairpin. Delgado's going to look on the outside through the
Yeah,
hairpin.
he's going to go to the outside here. See how this works.
Oh, is he going to try to undercut? I wonder if he's going to try to cut. Nope.
Well, I think he was going to, but didn't get behind Easterday.
I think Ben played him. I think Ben threw the block there.
Maybe.
I guess we'll keep an eye on that as that develops some more. Gonzalez and Malin also battling as well.
Yep.
That is for the 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
Interesting move by Gonzalez here. Usually not up there with the faster guys, but doing really well today. Love to see it. Love to see the development of the drivers over the season as they get better, get more comfortable with the cars, and comfortable with the system.
Well, and Gonzalez has been able to rise to the occasion at some of these races. He finished 5th last week at Thompson. He did not make a start at Delaware, but at Delaware, but at CTMP he finished 6th. So other than Saskatoon, it's been all right for Gonzalez.
You don't talk about him much, so I look forward to maybe seeing him more up here.
Yeah.
And
for 3rd, heating up again.
As we were talking about that up there, drive-through Biff turn 1 almost gave up the spot to Tyler Malin, but Tyler messed up the exit of turn 2. Didn't quite give it away. Easterday got a little wiggly there.
Yeah, just a little.
It's now a matter of where is Austin going to try to make this move. If he can close the gap, where's the best place to make the move here?
I mean,
there's
potentially right after Ben makes a mistake, if he makes a mistake.
Always a good bet. They're heading down to the hairpin now. It looks like Austin's going to close the gap. Just kind of ride behind him here. Try to force that mistake. I think that might be the only way he's going to get by him at this point.
Well, it looks like he's got a better run on entry, but Ben's able to get the apex a little bit better and then get a better run off. Malin did pass drive-through in the back. Drive-through almost spun it coming out of the hairpin there.
Drive-through is loosey-goosey right now.
Yeah. Oh, Molina's around out of the hairpin. Cody H Gaming gave him a tap, and he was able to keep on rolling. So everybody survives.
Spreading out real far. I just didn't even realize how far. Oh, wow. Tyler Malin.
Oh, drive-through just biffed the curbs, and there goes Gonzalez by him. So we talked about drive-through and how he was doing so well, and he's now lost 2 spots in a lap. David Alvarez lighting the tires up over the curbs.
Now, it might not. This is just rumor that I've heard, but drive-through has ORN broadcast put directly into his helmet during the races. So he might be listening to us talk about him, and it just makes him nervous. Doesn't like being in the spotlight.
Oh, maybe. And he's all over the back bumper. Gonzalez. I thought he was going to wreck him there for a moment.
Ooh,
here he goes. Gonzalez.
Shot here.
Gonzalez wins the high side. He'll have the inside here in 6. Drive-through will get the inside in 7 if he can stay alongside. Can't do it.
Not. Concedes the spot there. Smart not to push that. Don't want to wreck each other out too soon. Because we are on lap
7. 6 laps in the books. So 20
down.
laps to go.
And that battle for 3rd is still heating up as Austin looks down low into the hairpin and just lets him go.
Well, and you know what? I think at this point with a little bit of a snooze that's going on. It's time to mention again that we will be live bright and early at 9. I'm gonna say 9:30 Saturday morning. This Saturday morning, the 20th or the 19th. What's today? Tuesday? 17th, 18th, 19th. 20th, yep. All right.
Yep.
Just had to make sure that was right. So it is June 20th. We will be live bright and early, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Something new in more ways than just one.
Would you like to tell them what it is, Jacob? Ooh.
Well, we'll be brought as we watch this battle for third, and I'll interrupt myself if things get... Oh, Roger's around!
Drop the
out
car.
Of turn 2. Malin passes him, gets it rolling. Everybody's good. Oh, David slaps the wall of champions. Oh, no, he did. He spun it in the chicane, nosed into the tires, and then caught the tires again. He's rolling another car around or sliding. Oh, no, Cody did spin it. Turn 1. Right in front of Ryan Karp. Karp gave him a shot. Everybody's still rolling, though. Anyways.
Yep. Anyway, would you like to tell people what's happening?
Pan slides it through turn 7, I think, and it works. No, that was turn 8, turn 9.
Woo!
Drift master. And here comes Easter Day.
Here comes Easter Day. Gonna take a look to the outside of Pan through the hairpin here. As Pan locks up, that's not good for him. Oh, he's had a bad, bad series of turns here. But Ben, the classy individual, is going to play in Pleasure Room, but is going to take that spot from him. And I think Delgado's going to go along right with him.
Going to try and get the draft off. Pan won't be able to fall in line, so Hazard's lead pretty much doubles because of the distance between Pantalica and Ben before and after the slide. Ben Easterday takes second spot away, and now we get to play his favorite game. How does Ben get screwed over this week at NACOS? Because it's happened every week so far.
Welcome to the Wheel of Misfortune!
My goodness.
Everybody's favorite Season 2 game show, and on the wheel this week we have suddenly tax on the track, oil slick, and engine explosion.
Well, that and somebody's bumper clobbering is... Pan burned off his stuff. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
Still slipping and sliding. He's lost a lot of time. And Tommy Bordeaux might as well have started on the opposite end of the racetrack as drive-through almost spins out coming out of turn 2. Bordeaux, I think he started dead last. He's inside the top 10 fighting for 8th right now. Drive-through still sideways. Bordeaux all over him. Headed for turn 5 and 6 and 7.
Yeah, Bordeaux looking to make the most of drive-through's misfortune with the handling of that car. Again, this week seems a little loose. Might just not have the handle of the Pinty's cars underneath him there.
Yeah.
Heading to the long stretch, which heads to yet another chicane. Let's see if Bordeaux can do anything here.
Maybe.
I think that Gonzalez up in front might actually wind up being a factor as well, as this might become a 3-car battle.
Maybe. Drive-through overcooks it! Off course, he rally crosses. Tommy Bordeaux takes the spot.
Unfortunate.
I mean, just too late on the brakes. Car got sideways, and off he goes into the ditch. Tyler Malin. Oh, no, Roger blew by Malin. Holy cow.
Yeah, Roger is actually doing really well. He just unfortunately dropped the car out last time around. And they are still...
Oh, Pan slides it in. Locked it up on the brakes. Car got sideways. Pantalica must have the most evil race car on the track right now.
Yo, I don't know what is happening with that.
And then drive-through was second on that list. I mean, that thing, it's like he's riding.
Oh,
it's like he's riding right on the rims of that car, not even using the rubber.
I wonder if Pan's got a... Pan might have... Does he have a flat?
I don't think so. I think he's just...
I don't think so.
I think he's just killed the tires trying to keep up with Davey. We're not even halfway. Nobody's pitted up at the front.
And there's battle heating up for second as Delgado was all over Easter Day there, and Ben goes wide as they go through 6. There's 7.
Oh, around the outside won't work. Not there, at least.
And they're going to go side by side down the long stretch. Easter Day's going to get the entrance, but Delgado's going to get the exit. Who's going to take second place coming out of these turns?
Ben's going to give it to him.
Yeah, Ben's going to give it to him. Last year.
Roger Ray is flying up on Pan. He's loose. He's spinning. Saved it. caught it. Roger Ray slides into fourth. Literally slides into fourth. And, Malin's off. Malin went off and hit the tires in turn 9.
Oh,
He's now rolling a lot of damage to him. Bordeaux passes Alexander Gonzalez. It is bedlam here at Montreal.
Pan's going to have to cut his losses here, right? Like, he's going to have to pit.
Eventually, but does he pit now?
Yeah, purpose it is. Like, if he pits now, I mean...
Well, does he pit now, lose the track position, burn off his stuff trying to get back to where he was, and then once everybody else pits, he'll be back on old tires and he'll still be struggling? Or does he stay out, hope for a caution, just try and manage his best right now with the tires? Because he has slaughtered them so far.
And Delgado is putting a gap on Ben Easterday.
Yeah. Once he was able to get by him.
Last time by, the gap just from Hazard to Delgado was 5.3 seconds. See if he's able to close any of that this time around.
We'll see about that. But again, yes, thinking about Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, ORN will be live and doing something historic, something we've never done before. We're going to be doing some iRacing. And I know you're thinking, well, how this ticker's for an R. How in the world are we going to broadcast iRacing? Well, I've been working for the last 3 weeks, putting together a graphics package for this stupid thing, and it looks pretty good. There's still a couple of things that I'm taking notes on that I either need to fix and or add to the long list of things that we have available. It's going to be fun. Promise you that.
I will also be there, but I will not be there early in the morning.
Yes, we will be live starting at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. And we will take a brief pause roughly every 6 hours just to
stretch.
Well, just for the stream reset purposes of like downloading it so it's not one giant file, it's a couple of smaller files. I saved by Delgado there. So it'll be broadcast in about 6 hour segments. 6 divided by 24. So it'll be about 4 segments or so. Maybe 5, depending on what post-race looks like.
Off again.
And we will be following the shrimps. What do I mean by that? Well, Drive-Thru will be making an announcement eventually. I don't know when he's doing it. Per se. Oh, Malin just got turned by Alexander Gonzalez going into turn 1. They both crash.
Oh, they're both off. I don't know if that was him. If he
Malin hit a glitch. Malin's dead.
Oh, Malin's out.
Malin is toast. And Gonzalez loses 2 spots. Tyler Malin just died at the hands of Alexander Gonzalez, and Gonzalez just went for a spot that wasn't there. Malin put the pinch on him, and they both went sliding into turn 1.
Not a good way to
And he just hit a broken part of the track and flew through the air. Wow.
Hard to tell what happened on this one. Let's go to the chase cam. I will dissect this one and come back to you.
All right.
Oh, I don't know. That's tough to...
It looks like Gonzalez went for a spot. He had his tires in the grass already, and then Malin came down on him, and they made contact. That's what it looked like to me.
Gonzalez is there, and then I think Tyler just pinches. Maybe he thinks he's clear, but he just pinches, and it just ends poorly for everybody. So, hard to call. Racing incident,
Report
I'll call
from Mr. Malin. What a joke of a track. Gonzalez slides up in turn 10. Drive-Thru gets by without a problem.
And Anthony Gonzalez.
You mean Alexander?
Yes. Sorry, I'm looking at the official statement from the camp of Tyler Malin.
Yeah. It sounds like he's upset with the glitch that close to the racetrack. I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't build this track.
I'm also happy to report, and by happy I mean not. It looks like Austin's getting closer, but the time gap is farther. I don't understand.
Yeah. Oh, Drive-Thru! And Gonzalez with a great battle. Turn 2.
Turn 2. Gonzalez is going to wash the track. He's going to leave the inside open for Drive-Thru as they head into the chicane. Drive-Thru's going to take the inside.
And Malin says, good championship to Davey Hazard. I don't know if it's quite over yet. We saw what happened last year when Ben got out to that big lead. It came down in a hurry. Big block by drive-through going into 5. He gets turned. Around he goes. They both crash. Gonzalez kills another.
And Delgado also went off track as well.
Will we see the caution come out?
They're both off the racing surface.
Yes!
So...
Caution!
All right.
Caution for drive-through and Alexander Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the bounty hunter, claims his second victim in about a lap and a half.
Unfortunate for that 36 not making any friends out there.
On board with Mr. Through from the back bumper. Just gets turned.
Yep. Just enough of a tap. Kick the end around it.
This is why you don't bump draft in corners, folks.
And if you
Pits
can
are not open this time because not everybody's caught up.
If you go to one Mr. Delgado.
Yes.
I believe.
Yes. He went off course. At one point, you said.
Right before the turn before the hairpin, whatever number that is. I think
Turn
it's
9. 8 and 9, yeah. Watching it right now. And, oh my, just slid it on in there.
Yep.
Got sideways under the braking.
And,
so he's now third.
across.
Everybody's slowly making their way back. We still have one that's in turn 9 coming to turn 10. So it'll be a while.
I think the pace speed got increased a little bit.
Maybe. Just possibly. So anyways.
As Pan is getting loose all over the back here. So, I mean, we're roughly around the halfway mark.
Yeah, just past it.
Just past.
We are at halfway. 13 to 26.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
We're exactly halfway. I could do math.
Hey, that's a qualification for ORN. Butcher the math, you're automatically in.
I gotta think there's gotta be tires this time around, right?
Well, nobody pitted. Nobody is pitted yet.
The pits weren't open, so we have no idea if anybody pitted.
Well, I'm talking about last caution.
Oh,
on lap 2. So everybody's still on the old tires. I'm thinking they pit.
I would think that I think now is the time to pit, split the race in half, and then push for the end and see what you get. Interestingly enough, Delgado went off course and lost second place to Ben right before that restart, and I think a restart would have helped Austin have some kind of challenge on Davey. But
now Delgado will be behind Hazard here on this restart potentially,
if they don't pit, and
That's true.
It'll be up to the pit crews, I think.
Mm-hmm. But as we were talking about before the crashing, 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning, iRacing at Le Mans. We are broadcasting the entirety of the iRacing 24 hours at Le Mans. We are praying that the 2 drive-through LMP2 cars will be in the same split together. It should be possible, but you never know. So, that's a thing. Plus, there's a third GTE team. They are starting Friday night. We will not cover them. We will not cover them until they're within their last hour, or close to their last hour. So about 8 o'clock Saturday night, we will be switching over to them for some coverage to talk about their day, their finish. We might even bring up, I don't even know who's going to finish the car, but if Carter Friesen isn't finishing the stint for them, finishing the race for them, we might bring him into the booth as well to talk about their day, since we really wouldn't have followed them much for the other 23 hours or so. If things get a little stale with the LMP2s, I might consider switching over to the GTEs, but that's a lot of work that I really don't want to have to do because I'm worried about switching back and forth. Pits are open. Easter Day stays out!
Oh! Ben got played. I think Ben got played.
Everybody else is coming.
I think Ben got played.
Or is this a strategy call? Does Ben think that he's got the best chance to win if he stays out? Does he think clean air really does it for him?
I don't know. with these double file restarts.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not sure.
And he's going to be on the outside in turn 2, so he's going to have to get the lead.
He's going to have to get
by
the
the
whole
exit
shot
of turn 1.
He's going to have to get the whole shot into turn 1 if he's going to have a shot at holding on. I wonder if Ben thinks he's going to get another caution.
Maybe.
You know, people are starting to get a little antsy. We're past halfway. Light your pants on fire. Time to go. Some people might make some mistakes, get another caution. So,
and everybody's got a penalty right now on pit road. Everybody has to sit for 30 seconds on pit road. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Who's going to get out first?
No!
This is agonizing.
The most suspenseful pit exit I've ever seen.
Maybe this is why Easter Day stayed out. Still waiting. The longest 30 seconds. Delgado's rolling. Everybody's rolling. 3 wide. Delgado spins. And Davey Hazard wins the race on pit road. Another car around.
I think Delgado still got that spot despite being sideways past the line.
Let's take a look from the pit road camera. Burned it to the ground. He did beat Bordeaux. He did beat Bordeaux, barely.
Oh, God, it's beautiful.
By a nose, look at that. He beat Tommy off pit road. What a move by Austin Delgado.
Delgado it burns all the rubber he just put on.
And
right
Pan should have beaten Roger.
Oh, man.
Pan just had to breathe across the line, and he did it right before Roger got there. So Pan should be in front of Roger.
Oh, man. So our starting restart should be...
Well, hold on. Let me go back here and read it off. So it's Easter Day first, okay?
Right.
Then Hazard second, Delgado third, Tommy Bordeaux fourth, Pantalica fifth, Roger Ray sixth, Alexander Gonzalez seventh, Andreas Molina 8th, Ryan Karp 9th, Cody H. Gaming 10th, David Alvarez 11th, Drive-Thru 12th, Ethan Head 13th, and then Jordan McGraw rounds out the field. That should be your lineup.
My new favorite shot is the one of Austin sideways.
And those close battles that we were talking about, neither happened. Neither of those are being fixed. Pan is still behind Roger. Tommy is ahead of Austin. And Pan has to go all the way to the back.
What happened to Pan?
David Alvarez has crashed. David Alvarez is out of the race. Excuse me?
What the hell happened?
Did David crash it getting back up onto the racetrack? It happened right after they came on pit road. Oh my gosh, he did. He overcooked it and went head on into the tires in turn 6. Killed the car.
Oh, no.
David Alvarez dead. Here comes the field. Pan's at the back. I don't know what for. We're getting ready finally for a restart past halfway. Green flag.
Delgado did start third.
Well, no, he started fourth, and Ben is long gone on those old tires.
Ben got the whole shot he was looking for. They're piling in turn 1, side by side, everywhere.
Oh, Hazard got into the back of Easter Day. Everybody's rolling, Delgado drifting, and everybody, last trouble, Pan's in the wall.
What is happening?
He just lost it. Everybody's still good. Cody H. Gaming gets hit by Drive-Thru, who hits Molina. Everybody keeps the cars straight.
Whew. And Hazard is all over Easter Day.
Yeah, here we go, turn 6. Inside, locking him up as Easter Day. Sideways, Hazard still there on the new tires. Still side by side. Headed for 8-9, he's got it. What a pass. Hazard on the outside.
And here comes Delgado, going to look to capitalize as well and take that second spot.
Here he goes. Easter Day chops him. Won't let it happen. Gonzalez and Roger Ray side by side. Roger Ray gets the spot. Molina getting bullied by Drive-Thru back here. Headed for turn 10.
And Austin's going to get the shot into the chicane. He's going to give room to Easter Day on the outside, but I think he's going to get the better exit here.
And here comes Tommy. He's right up in this. Man, everybody's having a tough time passing Easter Day other than Davey Hazard. This time we'll have 10 laps to go.
They're going to be side by side. Nope.
Delgado got him.
Just beat him down the drag strip.
Yep.
And now here comes the question: is can Delgado chase down Davey? This is the closest he's been to Davey Hazard. He's in second place. What has he got? Nobody else has been able to climb the mountain per se. So he gets loose.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help him, and he stays right there. Whoa, Rogers around and into the wall. No, saved it.
Second time, same spot.
Keeps it rolling. McGraw's around. He keeps it off a wall. Goodness gracious. Oh, Hazard locked him up and slides it into 6.
He was right on dirt ride in that one.
Yeah. Woo. I thought that was it. I thought that was the race. Through turn 8 and 9. Headed for turn 10. Down into the hairpin. Hazard gets such a launch off. Trouble! Molina's around! Right in front of drive-thru. Drive-thru hits him.
That's going to be a caution. Maybe? Yeah? Right? It's got to be.
Still green.
All right.
Molina still slow. And he got turned off of Gonzalez. That's Gonzalez's third car he's killed.
Another one bites the dust.
My word, Alexander Gonzalez put a snowplow on that car because he is driving through everybody.
Yeah, no.
He drove,
not a good race for him tonight.
Him and Malin made contact. He drove through drive-through. He drove through Andreas Molina. Who's next? Meanwhile, Austin Delgado was a tenth faster than Davey that last time by.
Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna be. I wonder if Hazard's getting a little getting as wiggly as he is because he's seeing Delgado keep up with him in the mirror there.
That, or he's just trying to save his tires for the end.
Could be.
So he gets a better launch towards the end of this thing.
But we watched it happen the first stint of this race. Pan tried to keep up with Hazard and wound up burning up all his tires. And right now, it's like
after about 5 laps.
Austin's pretty toe-to-toe with him, I would say.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Molina's off again, turn 6.
Drive-thru's off as well. Turn 9.
Oh, yeah, he just went off. He's going to lose 2, 3, 4 spots. Cody H Gaming passes him, keeps it off the wall, though. Gonzalez looking on Roger Ray, almost hit him. Roger gives him the room, hits him anyways.
Gives him the shove.
If Roger's smart, he just turns him at this point. Still side by side.
Yeah,
Roger not gonna race me like that. Still side by side.
If you don't turn him, he's gonna turn you. So
yeah, do the Joey Logano strategy to how he screwed over Chase Elliott at Homestead. Meanwhile, here chicane. Gonzalez at least doesn't kill him there.
Clean through there.
Gonzalez slaps the inside wall.
Ooh,
he got loose.
He jumped the curb, maybe?
No, it was coming. Well, it was coming out of the corner, so maybe. And how about this? 0.420, the gap between Hazard and Delgado.
And he is closing. I shouldn't say he's closing. He's been here the whole time.
Yeah, but he has been closing.
Oh yeah, he's been varying that gap between 3 to 5, and now he's brought it down to 1 car length between the two. Oh boy, will Austin, the quiet one, Delgado,
will he get a second win on a road course, second overall in NACOS,
and dethrone Davey Hazard, preventing a back-to-back win, back-to-back week for him?
And we will see Delgado. He will be one of the drivers in the LMP2 cars on Saturday.
And if it's any indication of Daytona, you're going to want to watch that stint.
Well, maybe. We'll see what happens, you know. I was looking back at that segment earlier today, and I just, wow.
Every once in a while, I'll go back and watch it. It's just so good.
Yep.
Indeed, shout out. Looks like Papa Hazard in the chat tonight. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Watching the younger Hazard carry on the legacy, I believe, if I remember from what Davey told us last season, the legacy of the 75.
Something to that effect, yeah. I think
ran
Hazard's going to pull away a little, but not by much here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a play by Austin to keep his tires cool or what, but it's been closer than anybody's been to him tonight, so we're not even sure.
Yeah. Delgado slid it into one.
So did
Delgado was 4/10 slower, so it's back up to, I think, about 0.8 of a second. And it is.
And Easter Day, still holding on to third.
Yeah. He's having Tommy battle a lot. Well, actually, Tommy's fallen off a bit. He's lost 2 seconds to Easter Day.
And I'll tell you what, this battle for 10th place could heat up here.
Well, oh my goodness. Hello, Delgado. Little sideways through 7, though, and he was right on the bumper of Hazard. Hazard hit the wall. Hazard caught the wall.
Ooh, and Austin got close.
Yeah.
All the dirt
Headed for 8 and 9. Delgado's still there. Got to keep it on the racetrack, guys.
And Delgado botched that turn once already, but he got clean through there, and it looks like he's going to have a decent shot.
But Hazard is so much better on the exit at turn 10.
Yeah.
You'll see Delgado close in here, and then Hazard just gets a great launch off.
Great launch.
Although Delgado was able to keep a little bit closer than I expected him to. That time, at least.
I wonder if Rawson's running out of time.
We're coming to 5 laps to go. Yes?
We're closing a little bit on Easter Day.
We're coming to 6 laps to go, rather. Oh, man! Those curbs kill. My gosh.
They really do.
At the line. I think Delgado might be a little closer.
Delgado closed 2/10 on that time. Oh, would he get loose through out of 1?
Yeah, they both did. Slid it through. Oh, Delgado's really sideways out of 2. He lost a ton of time.
That's going to be unfortunate. He's going to be looking for a mistake from Hazard here, but
he needs one now.
He did not make many mistakes.
Oh, Delgado's still sideways. I wonder if he burned off his stuff.
That might have been the beginning and the end of for Austin Delgado's run there for the win. But a second place, if he's got to hold it now, second place will be well earned, I would think.
Yeah.
Everybody else kind of fanned out at this point.
Pantalica, his day just bad to worse. I mean, he is back in 7th position right now. He's just riding around, I think.
Ryan Karp go? He got around Pantalica.
Yeah.
As Pan has fallen into the clutches of 9th and 10th place of drive-through in Cody H Gaming.
Yeah, he is struggling out here right now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Pan, but he is indeed not in the same form he was at the start of this race.
Yeah. And Pan has had a great season, other than tonight.
Runaway favorite for Rookie of the Year, if we even have one of those.
I'm not sure.
See the damage on the left rear?
Yeah.
The left side of that car.
I'm not giving up yet on Delgado. He's been able to close it in a little bit.
Drive through on the outside of Cody H Gaming for 9th place into the hairpin. I think Cody's going to give it to him.
Yep, and he will. Oh, but Drive through has to worry about Cody coming back on him. Didn't quite get there. Back to the leaders. 5 laps to go.
And Delgado's back. He's not.
I mean, he closed in, but the gap is still more than a second now. The largest it's been since this run started.
If I've learned anything so far this season, it's that anything can happen, as we've seen the last lap of Thompson and other.
Just about everywhere we've seen it. Right? We think it's over, and it's not over.
Anybody's race still. Speculation in chat is that Austin has burned up his stuff.
Oh, what a save! And I'd say so.
He went Code Brown there for a second, and I think that's it. Unless Davey can makes a big mistake here, I think.
Unless they get a caution and everybody pits, except for Davey, I think his goose might be cooked right now.
And Davey Hazard again continues the dominance. Has not finished worse than second. As drive-through got around Pan as well.
Don't mind that clap. I was just killing a spider that was dropping down from the ceiling. That was fun.
That's nice.
Yeah.
There's big one of those in my recycling can earlier.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Sorry about the sidetrack there, but... And Bordeaux seems to be closing in on Ben a little bit. It's actually kind of similar to the gap that we have for the lead right now.
It's been roughly this
four to go. Delgado still doesn't seem like he's lost that much time, but at the line, the numbers will probably show that he's lost a considerable amount.
1.3 last time. Oh, no, he's closed it, even with that bobble. So
wow.
Hazard jumped the curb.
Yeah, it's not over, but Delgado may be overdriving it a little bit. There it goes again.
I don't know if he's overdriving as much as there's just not car there where he's looking for it.
Yeah, he gained a half a second that last time by. So he's found something, or Hazard really screwed up and we missed it that last lap.
Yeah, smooth through 3 and 4 there.
Into 6 and 7. I think this has been Delgado's best part of the racetrack when he can keep it controlled.
It looks like I think the back half of the track, other than the hairpin, is where Delgado really shines.
Yeah.
Over Hazard. These chicanes I don't think are his friend.
Into 8 and 9.
Avoid the rallycross.
That always helps. Though it looks like Hazard's pulled away a little bit more this time.
Do a field check as Bordeaux still closing in on Ben. Not quite there yet.
Yep.
Ryan Karp holding firmly on to 7th place right now.
Great run for Karp. His best finish was 11th at CTMP. He hasn't had a top 10 finish yet. Today could be the day that he gets it. Pantalica back into 10th. Passed by Drive-Thru and Cody H Gaming.
Continuing to tumble down the order.
Yeah.
That car is not dialed in as it was when he started
and
this.
Jordan McGraw is closed in. They're about 3 seconds around him, so it won't be long till he gets there.
It's going to be...
Gap just about the same.
Hazard overcooked too.
Oh, he's still sideways. Delgado's still sideways as well. They're dirt tracking it with 3 laps to go.
Ooh, Hazard overcooked turn 2 there. That could have been costly. It's going to close Delgado in, though.
Well, and they were just about even that last time by.
And the race is still heating up.
Yeah.
Woo. Round 5. Into turn 6. Hazard taking a wide angle here. I assume to set up the second half of this chicane.
Yeah.
A little bit better.
Well,
Oh, he's
and it kind of worked, but Delgado was able to keep it relatively even. Little loose, got the grass, still has the throttle down.
Hazard, slowly becoming the veteran of the group here. Notching wins under his belt. Winningest driver in NACOS, I believe.
Yep, 4 wins. He leads all drivers.
Continuing to put on shows, put on clinics, and now this is the most mortal I think I've seen Davey Hazard.
Yeah, other than CTMP. Whoa! Delgado showing his last lap dive bomb abilities, and believe it or not, that worked. He gained time. He gained time by doing that. Are you kidding me, Austin Delgado?
Unbelievable.
Coming to 2 laps to go. Ethan Head now 1 lap down. He's there. What the heck?
What is happening?
Oh, man! 2 laps to go at Montreal, and Davey Hazard is gonna need a miracle here.
This is gonna get spicy as we head into the last couple times around the track.
Oh, hang on to it, Delgado. He can. 3/10 faster was Austin.
Loose. I think if Delgado can keep the car straight, as Hazard continues to lose more grip, I think that he might have a better shot at the win than he's got right now.
Maybe. You're both slipping and sliding all over the place.
Looking like a stadium truck race more than
yeah. The only thing we're missing are the dirt and the jumps and the trucks.
Hazard tried to put the throttle down.
Whoa! Delgado's in the wall.
Oh,
that'll cost him some time.
It's gonna toss. Yeah, not.
I don't think it's quite over yet, but he's getting close to that point.
It's insurmountable on pace, I would think, at this point of the race. But mistakes have been made left and right, so it's anybody's race right now.
The fat lady isn't singing quite yet, but she's starting to warm up. It's about that time. Turn 10. Next time by, they'll see the white flag. Delgado sends it in again. He gains time. Can he get the run off the corner?
Ooh, he had a good exit there.
Yeah.
Great exit there.
What a great exit. He's in his tire track. They are coming to the white flag. Delgado's right there. I tell you what, did McGraw blow a gear? Because he seems really bad coming out of that corner now. Dead even. Oh, Austin locked it up.
He's locking up.
He overcooked it. He's in the wall. He's in the wall. Davey Hazard takes the lead. Coming to the white flag. Austin Delgado binned it. The white flag lap. And Austin Delgado gave it everything he had, and instead it's going to cost him the win 1 lap early, and Davey Hazard is going to run away with it.
There is no contest on that one. Heartbreaker
He
for
just
Delgado.
drove it in way too hard. Drove it in way too hard, locked it up, couldn't get the car stopped in time, and just went sailing into that wall. And now Davey Hazard can pretty much get out and push the car around the racetrack, and he'll still win the race.
He could ghost ride the whip right across the line if he wants to. That's a 2008 reference, I'm sorry.
We've had only, what, 2 cautions? That's not bad.
It's really not. I'm interested to see if Bordeaux is going to make any move on Easter Day for this now second place spot, as Tommy got way loose. Turn 6. What an unfortunate end.
Yeah.
Delgado.
So close.
The only man to make Davey Hazard look mortal. Drive-through got loose again. Only man to make Davey Hazard look mortal.
Through turn 10. Coming around to the casino straight for the final time today. Davey Hazard led all but 2 laps. The other 2 that were led by Ben Crazy under that last caution. And Davey Hazard is going to get his 5th career win. It's going to come at Montreal. Davey Hazard's in the final chicane. Out of turn 14, Davey Hazard wins at Montreal.
And the streak continues for no worse than second for one Davey Hazard. As Ben's going to look like he's going to hold on to second here. Woo! Bordeaux got way loose. And that's going to be your podium.
Ben Crazy second. Tommy Bordeaux third. Roger Ray comes home in 4th.
2 spins, no cautions. 2 great. There's Ethan Head. He's a lap down.
Alexander Gonzalez, the serial murderer of the series, will come across the line in 5th. That ties his personal best, which he set at Thompson a week ago.
Didn't make any friends, but finished 5th. So
Ryan Karp got passed by Drive-Thru. Drive-Thru will finish 6th. He spins it in the final chicane. Here comes Karp.
He cut the turn. That's a turn cut.
If that's a turn cut, Drive-Thru loses the spot. That could put Karp ahead and move Drive-Thru back to the 7th spot. Cody H Gaming 8th. Pantalica will limp across the line in 9th. 10th, Jordan McGraw. 11th, a lap down, Ethan Head. 12th, a lap down, Andreas Molina, with a black flag nonetheless. Drive-Thru is dead in turn 1. Make that turn 2. And Davey Hazard is a NACOS winner for the 800th time this season. Holy cow.
And I think that's a cut by Drive-Thru. He's going to lose that spot.
Well, if that's a cut.
He is
then,
in the green, it looks like.
Yeah.
Just check the replay from the top-down shot. He is way off track.
My goodness.
Whew. Well, as he comes around to the front stretch, I guess I got to bring the winner in here, right?
Something like that. Davey's doing his burnout right now in turn 10, so let's bring him in for the interview. And Andres Molina is going to finish 13th. Austin Delgado will finish in 12th after not finishing the last 2 laps. That black flag hurt Molina and pushed him back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Race winner in Montreal. Welcome back to the booth, Davey Hazard.
Third time's the charm, baby. Oh my goodness, that was a little bit.
I'm getting
Go ahead.
wondering. I'm starting to wonder what talking to other people's like. You know, it feels like we're talking to you every week.
Yeah, it's you and Tommy every week. The one difference is Malin's not here. It's Ben this week that finished second.
Hey, we're just getting friendly up here. Hey, if you ever want to drag me and Tommy up here both for a 1-2, I'd love that. That'd be pretty cool. We'd have fun with that.
First time in NACOS history. Let's bring second place up here with him.
Well, that's third actually.
I'm sorry,
He got third. But it's still my boy time. What's going on, bud?
Hey, how's it going?
What is up? Tommy Bordeaux So we got first and third, top step, low step for the podium. How you feeling?
I feel pretty great. Man, well, is Davey talking first?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the third place here at Montreal is something I didn't think I would get if you talked to me about lap 6. This was a really bad race for me at the beginning. I fell all the way to last, had to work my way all the way back up. The yellow helped out a lot. Got a better track position after the pit stop, and man, kind of lucked out on the third place because of Austin's mistake, but either way, it was a fun race. Davey was the class of the field today, but boy, that was an interesting one, I'll tell you that much.
Yes. Speaking of being class of the field, Davey, the only man to make you look mortal today wound up locking it up and just nosediving into the tires right by the pit entrance. Talk about that battle. It was really fun to watch.
Well, actually, going into turn 2 with 3 to go, I blew first gear.
I knew it! I knew he blew a gear!
I was gonna be in for a wild race after that. I knew it was gonna be really close, and I knew I said during the race, I knew I was gonna probably be able to get him back to the chicane because I held him so low. I didn't think he would lock him up, and of course he locked him up, and the front tires blew. And that was wild. It was about to be a really good race too. I hate that it ended like that. I really wanted to race him for it, but absolutely, man, that was absolutely wild. Had a little bit unlucky, but then got really lucky at the end that he made that mistake.
And you heard it here first, folks. The key to immortality in NR is 4 gears.
This is very true. Very, very true.
So you guys, I mean, you guys are good friends. So you got to feel good to both come out, to both be in the series full time for a second season, and feel good to be sharing the champagne. So congratulations to you both. Anything you guys got for anybody? The older Hazard has been watching as well.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, I always send him the links. He's a race fan through and through. He's probably still watching right now. Hi, Dad. I'm glad he got to see us win at Thompson last week too, and obviously this week. It's just cool. Thanks to everybody I know. Thanks to you guys again, as always. Thanks to everybody at NACOS, Drive Through, Cody, all the admins, everyone who shows up, puts this show on, and makes it exciting. It has not disappointed this season, I don't think.
Not at all, for sure.
No.
Tommy?
Well, I just wanted to say, I don't know, have you guys showed the points yet on stream?
It is up right now. You are now second in the points.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Look at that 1-2 right there. Davey Hazard, Tommy Bordeaux, 75 and 57. Hey, that's what we do, primetime racing. Let me tell you, Martini, Haviline, TWB. That's what it is. Mercedes up there, 1-2.
You love to see the enthusiasm, guys. We'll see you next week for sure, and have a good rest of your evening.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank
y'all.
you guys. Appreciate you.
All right, let's
What a lovely
bring in
bunch of
second place Mr. Benjamin Easterday. Since we talked to third, we might as well bring in second, especially since it's a new voice we're bringing up here. He's tied for fourth in the standings with Pan, even after the rough
And here he is,
season. Yeah,
second place finisher, an old tire extraordinaire. Ben Easter. How you doing, man? How's it feel? You're probably tired after that. I feel like you were trying to ride a bull there.
Yeah, it's the old tires. I was able to keep up, but man, I wasn't able to keep up with Davey. Nobody was able to keep up with Davey, but I'll take the second place, and we'll go on to the next one. Hopefully, I can continue these good finishes.
It's got to feel good to not be caught up in somebody else's mess this week.
That is correct. That is the one benefit of this race is road courses. You're pretty spread out, so I didn't have the chance to get wrecked by anybody this time.
So I gotta ask, that last pit stop, did you just get caught out?
Nope, I knew I wasn't going to pit. I was expecting more people in the back to not pit with me, but everybody went in. So.
And then it was I'm all alone.
Yep.
1, 2. And then there was the hilarity of watching everybody's 30-second penalty on pit road. That was something.
Yeah, we were talking about it. So that's why I just slowed down to a stop because I saw that everybody was just sitting there waiting for 30 seconds to get over.
It was something. It was something like they would do in an all-star race where they're gonna have everybody sit for 30 seconds and then race each other off the pit road.
Right.
So anybody you want to thank? Anybody want to say hi to?
Hello, all the trips watching. Hello, Dad, and hello, you guys. How you guys doing?
We're well. It was a good race. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ben, we'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll talk to you again, and without somebody else's mess again. But good to see you rebound, and we will see you next week.
Thank you. I'll catch you guys later.
All right.
So, what a race.
Final thoughts here, Trace, before we wrap this up. And I put my voice in hibernation for 4 days for the 24-hour race.
Final thoughts. Chili should not be sweet, and I don't like Montreal.
You don't like Montreal? What?
Not this version of Montreal.
All right.
You asked me for my thoughts.
All right. I guess I can't argue with that logic. So that wraps up our coverage here from Montreal. I mean, what a race! That was fun right to the very end.
We're just gonna go. We're gonna go have a couple beers. We're gonna try to figure out what happened. We'll see you all next week.
Well, next week is in Saturday. Yeah, it says we'll see. NACOS at Autodrome Show the air next week. You'll hear about that later. What's more important is what's coming up Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're live, iRacing, 24 hours at Le Mans. ORN will be there, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll be here for all 24. We may go commentary list for from like midnight onwards until we get to 6 o'clock in the morning or so. But yeah, we'll be here Saturday. Trace will join me in the evening. I don't know about anybody else. I've said, hey, if anybody has the track in the car and wants to come commentate, you got it. But yeah, that wraps it up here. We'll see you next Tuesday for Autodrome Show the air at NACOS. And we will see you Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to keep saying it till you remember it. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, iRacing 24 at Daytona. Talk to you then. See you later. Thanks for watching. See you Saturday.